Hey guys, if you're enjoying the content that I'm making, please click that subscribe button. Also remember to click that bell button and make sure to tick that box to send all notifications so you don't miss out on any videos. With that in mind, let's get on with the video. What's up guys, welcome to Munchkin's Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkin's logging in to bring you another of the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. And in this video we're gonna be doing the quest line, the event quest line of the Runaway Prince, and this is the level 50 fight. I'll be talking about my strategy, or the general strategy, basically just to how to basically do this in solo, so you don't have to do this in a group. Doing in a group is obviously makes it a lot easier, but you either have to host it, which means you have to use one of your bells, or if you're lucky you can go as a guest and do it all together, which makes things a little bit more easier. But if you're wanting to solo it just for the sake of soloing it, it is quite possible, and it's not that hard either. For this strategy I basically went with the general one, and you know, the first few ways basically is to avoid using any of your abilities, because you want as much abilities as much as possible in the actual last, I guess, the boss fight. I actually recorded the whole thing from the starting of the event quest all the way to the level 50 quest, and it was longer than I thought. So I thought to myself, I actually don't want to bore you guys with, like, you know, 30-minute video of just me playing through the event quest. But if that's something you guys actually want, I can definitely do that in the future. But if you guys just want like the 10-minute video that I usually release, which I think is a little bit more reasonable for you guys, and then I am more than happy to keep on going and just doing the level 50 quest with you guys. And the funny thing about that is, when I was recording I actually forgot to unmute my mic anyway, so now I'm doing a voiceover instead of explaining what I'm actually doing while I'm playing. So that is my bad. That is my bad. So we are now currently on the mini boss. As you guys can see, even though I took that damage, which I could have avoided if I used solid barrel, I felt like I should have used that solid barrel. And when I used that Renzo there, I felt like I didn't have to use the Renzo there, because I really wanted to make sure I have Renzo later on, because you can only get like 4 Renzos max. So yeah, I felt like a solid barrel would have been nicer there, avoid the damage, and then the next turn I'll probably do an HP attack. But yeah, you know, it wasn't a big deal overall. It's just something I want to avoid next time. So alright, so we're finally here at wave 5, which is the 3 brothers. The thing that you guys have to know first and foremost is, if you kill one of the brothers, the 2 remaining one will buff themselves, and one, I believe, will use Dread, which means it will do a ton of, well, not a huge deal of brave damage, but it basically will siphon that brave and share it with the remaining brothers, which means you have a little bit of trouble trying to break things, well, trying to break them if you don't have spell casters. As you guys know, ghosts have a resistance to physical attacks, so bringing Squall here is really not recommended. The only reason why I brought him was because he's my strongest character, and that can sometimes outweigh the resist. My other option was to bring Setzer, well, my own Setzer here, and you know, maybe bring a Squall as my partner. But I worked out that I couldn't get a good Squall, so I just went with my own. And even though I say Squall is not recommended in this fight, it doesn't really matter in the boss fight, because for some reason they actually aren't resistant to physical attacks like the usual ghost mob that you fight. Like the wraiths and stuff, they're definitely resistant to physical attacks as far as I'm aware, but for some reason the three brothers aren't. So bringing Squall, you know, if you have a decent Squall, you can bring that Squall, because in the boss fight actually does not have any resistance to physical damage. So I had to quickly use my summon there and try to break two of them at the same time. That didn't work out for me, but fortunately what's this, B and C was quite a ways away in terms of their turn rate, so I managed to break B and then move him back, and that gave me enough time to actually break the other two, which was pretty nice. Honestly, I felt quite lucky with that one. But yeah, you know, making them break is probably the hardest thing to do, because there's three of them. Having one boss, you can concentrate your attack on one, but this time I keep having to share them. So having a brave damage dealer is probably the best choice in this fight as well. And I was like, the reason why I tapped in there or clicked on that mob, I was like, do I use my HP attack or do I just use a brave attack to avoid a break? So I ended up using a brave attack just to avoid that break, which I think was the right choice, to be honest. But in the end, it did an HP attack, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting it to do a brave attack, but yeah, that was the unfortunate thing. But I think I did it right if I was expecting an HP attack. Got another HP damage there. I actually thought that they were gonna break Squall, but for some reason Squall had 46 brave left. I was so surprised. I was like, what? I didn't believe that. So as you guys can see, I avoided killing one because two of them are still on green health, and I don't really want to deal with a buffed up ghost. I actually don't know how hard the buff up ghost would be, because I try not to. Like I said, a generalized strategy here. Bring in Setzer and Frozen Solid means freeze solid, or whatever what the skill is called. Basically freezes their brave to 0. Basically, they don't get anything even if they recover their brave. In the end, they don't get their brave more than to 0 for at least 2 turns. And luckily the Setzer that I got, and thanks to Wrath, who have put in this as his, like, you know, character to be used for, I can't remember the word, but you know, thanks to Wrath for this Setzer, and having 5 turns on this Setzer really was gonna help me in the end if I didn't kill them fast enough, because that freeze solid, there you go, that freeze solid ability is quite amazing. You can only use it twice, so you have a total of 4 turns. In here I was like, okay, I'll kill this, and for some reason I tap on the other one and thought that would kill that one, because I saw the purple light and it was for the other ghost, and I'm just like, oh no, oh, I screwed up. But then luckily my Terra was able to kill that one, and then was able to kill the last one. And I think that's it for this video. Remember to click like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful at all. As always, I'd like to hear from you guys what you think of this fight. If you're struggling, leave a comment down below, and we can maybe work something out. But yeah, general strategy is basically just try not to kill the ghost one at a time, but try to get them all at the same time. If you can use your summon right at the end, that will be helpful as well. But if you have to use it, you have to use it. What else do I have to say? But good luck to you guys, and remember to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. And the last thing that I want to ask is if you guys are happy with the 10-minute video, or do you want me to do the 30-minute videos of me going through new events every single week or every 2 weeks? I don't know. But yeah, this is Munchkins logging off, and I'll see you guys in the next level.